All right, we're gonna make a video showing everybody how to fix their boat horn.
Yeah.
Ready?
Yeah.
Okay. What's up, y'all? Sean here with Sean Skelton Bass Fishing. Part of boat ownership is things break, things go out, and if you're like me, you're not running to the shop every time something little goes out. You're just figuring out how to fix it, how to repair it, and move on with your day. So we were in our boat the other day, me and Nate loves to blow the horn. He's 3 years old. How much more fun does it get than blowing a boat horn? So he went to press it and click, click, nothing happened. So my boat horn is not working. That's a big no-no. You gotta have that for safety on the water. It's also a legal requirement. If you get stopped by Marine Police, you gotta be able to demonstrate that that boat horn works. So today we're gonna be looking into it. I'll show you kind of how to diagnose it, or how I've diagnosed mine, and then how to fix it. So let's get into it. All right, just to show y'all some of the tools and supplies you're gonna need. It's really helpful to have a multimeter so you can measure and make sure that you are getting good voltage to the horn. You're gonna need some probably wire strippers, a couple screwdrivers, Phillips head is what I need, a couple butt connectors, a little butane torch, and obviously a replacement horn. So my horn is located here in the console, guys. So I've already taken my hood off so I can access it a little bit better. I've already taken all the screws out so I can get into the console. All I have left to do is remove my graph, and we'll get into the console here. All right, so all you're gonna do is unscrew these, pop my graph off, there we go, unplug the inputs to my graph, set that over here. And then, like I said, I've already unscrewed all the screws holding in this piece of my console, so I'm just gonna pull that up and we're inside pretty easy. I'm gonna show y'all how to test and make sure you're getting good voltage to your horn and that it's not something like your battery or a fuse blown or something like that. So you're gonna need a multimeter. We're gonna switch this to voltage, and we're gonna make sure we hit select right here. Okay, so that way we can test and see if we're actually getting power to the horn. All right, so I'm gonna try to do this with one hand here, and Nate's gonna help me with actually honking the horn. So what you're gonna have to do is you wanna get, obviously, good contact with both ends here, just like that. Okay, and then we're not getting any voltage yet because we're not honking the horn. So go ahead and press that horn, Nate.
It's not doing.
Okay, I know it's not honking, but we're getting 13 volts to the horn. Okay.
Are we getting 0?
Yep, now we're getting 0. Now press it again. Yep, we're getting 12, 13 volts to the horn. So we are getting good voltage there. You can let it go. Back to 0. Okay. All right, so we've confirmed that we're getting good voltage to the horn. Little side note, guys, make sure your power switch is turned on when you're going to test that. So what you should see there is, with the power switch turned on and your probes on the positive and negative, good contact, when the horn is engaged, you should see 12 to 13 volts getting to the horn. If you don't see that, it's probably something further back down the line. Either your battery's not good or there's a fuse blown. But we're getting good voltage to the horn, so my suspicion is that the issue is the horn itself at this point. There's nothing further down the line that could be the problem. So we're gonna replace the horn and see if this works. All right, guys, so this replacement horn I got is from Angaro Marine. And the reason I went with this one is it's the same exact brand, and that's like factory. So If you can find an exact replacement, I'd say go with that. I was able to find this one on Amazon for about 50 bucks. But really any, you know, brand horn with the same specs, same size and everything should work. So we're gonna take out the old horn. We're just gonna start by unscrewing the vent here on the outside. And that's connected to everything on the inside there. So now we got old horn and its components out. Time to connect the new one and install it. So what I'm gonna do here, guys, is the new horn came with this connection wire right here with the connectors on the end that you'll need to connect to the actual horn. Here's my 2 lead wires right here. So all I'm gonna do is strip those down, make sure they're good so I can get a good connection, and then we'll connect it with those butt connectors using the butane torch. All right, so now we got our wires nice and stripped to where those are clean. And we're gonna connect it to the horn wires with those butt connectors. There we go. Ooh, too much. Okay, so now that I've got everything connected, I've got my positive and negative wires connected, got everything crimped and heat shrinked down. There's my new horn. Before I screw it in, do all that work screwing it in, we're gonna make sure that it actually works. You ready, Nate? Yeah. Do it. Yeah! Do it again. There we go. All right, guys, we got a working horn. So all I'm doing from here, I got my new vent right here. I'm using the old screws and the old nuts because the replacement part didn't come with new screws and nuts. So make sure if you're taking the old one off, you don't throw anything away until you're sure you don't need it. All we're gonna do is pop that back on there, screw it in each side right there to the horn on the inside, and we'll be done. All right, so we got the whole horn installed inside and out. I had to go with some new screws because the holes on this new vent and the receiving holes on the inside were a little bit smaller. So I just got some new screws out the garage here and put those in. And that's what it looks like on the inside, guys. So all we did from here was push those connectors up onto the horn connectors there, and it's tightened down, it's fastened down. Those are some really long screws. It's not necessary to have screws that long. That's just the only length the screws I had in that diameter. But that's it right there. So from here, all we got to do is put the console back on, reassemble that, put my graph back on, and we'll be done. All right, guys, we got the whole console back on. I got my graph back on. I checked to make sure that we still had good power to that. We do. So, all right, Nate, give it a go. Good job, buddy. All right, guys, so that's quick and easy how-to on replacing your boat horn if that goes out. Honestly, not too complicated of a process. And like I said, if it's something that I can fix on my own, I'm gonna go ahead and do that. When you have a boat, things go out, and it's nice to be able to fix it on your own, not have to take it somewhere and pay labor charges and all that when it's something simple like a horn. So if y'all wanna see more boat maintenance and repair videos on the channel, drop a comment below, like this video, and thank y'all for watching. We'll see y'all next time.